Good morning, third grade. Welcome to Tuesday math class. Last week we learned about money and adding money. This week we have a short week, only 3 days of regular school. Then you'll have specials on Friday. Today and tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, we will be learning to subtract money. Today we'll learn the normal way to subtract money with just some problems. Tomorrow we will do some word problems with bar models like we did for adding. And then Thursday we are going to have a quiz on adding and subtracting money. That is the one thing that I'm going to collect as a grade. Okay, so of all the homework, the one thing that I correct and that you will turn in for a grade is the quiz on Thursday. So let's get to it. Today we're going to be subtracting money, and some of you might be able to do the subtraction mentally. Some of you may say, no, it doesn't take that long to write it vertically. So you'll have to decide which problems you can do mentally, which ones you can do vertically. Here's our first problem. $56.50. Take away $25.30. Did you notice how I read the problem correctly? I used the word and for those decimal points. So Brooke, do you think you could subtract that problem mentally? Why don't you tell your partner, tell Ella what you think the answer is right now. How about Alex? Do you think you can subtract that mentally? Why don't you tell your partner about that? Josie, tell whoever you're with there what you think the answer is. I had one other person I wanted to call on. Oh yeah, Jojo. Are you paying attention, Jojo? You sit back far in the room. Can you see the board there, Jojo? Jojo, do you think you can subtract that mentally? Let's see if they're right. Everyone, of course, can check. Now, if you thought that this was one that you could do mentally, I think you're right. And the reason that I think many of you could do this right is because the numbers, there will be no regrouping. You'd have to know how to subtract 56, take away 25 in your head. Here's how I do it. 25, 35, 45, 55, plus one more is 56. $31. Can you subtract 50 cents, take away 30 cents? 20. I think the answer is $31.20. Let's see if we're right. Now we're going to write it vertically, which does not take that long. I hope on the quiz that you do these problems vertically, or at least check them vertically. Now look what I do. I put my decimal point, I put my dollar sign, so I don't forget it. 0 take away 0, 5 take away 3, 6 take away 5, 1. Wow, there was no regrouping anywhere. Problems like that are easier because of the no regrouping. So take a look at that problem. That's what you should have gotten for that, whether you did it mentally or vertically. All right, you know what's coming next. Can you do a problem where there is some regrouping? Let's start with one with cents. Let's try this one. $3.20 subtract, now look at the difference here. 80 cents. $3.20 subtract 80 cents. Remember, the numbers to the right of the decimal point are cents. You could do this if you felt like it. You could say $3.20 subtract $0.80. Now, I bet some of you could do that one mentally also. Maybe you would count up. Maybe you'd count backwards. Remember, there's a lot of strategies to do it mentally. I'm not going to go over all the strategies that you can do because there's so many, and everyone's got their own way of doing it. So, if you tried it mentally, Let's see what you got. And if you don't feel like doing a make clear, there is regrouping on this one. 2 take away 8. Amira, can I do that? No, I always think of Amira when I think of that. I don't know why, Amira. It's not 8 take away 2, it's 2 take away 8. Subtract from the 3, or borrow from the 3, I get 2. This 2 now changes to 12. 4, 2. Did you get that? Did you get that mentally? So this one had a little regrouping. Some of you can do that one mentally, I think, too. All right, let's do another one. Let's do one a little bit harder. Let's see if I can find one kind of hard here. Ooh, I kind of like this one. I kind of like this one. Uh-oh, whenever I say I kind of like it, that means it's a little tricky. What do you notice about that one that makes it a little tricky? What do you notice about that one, Anna, that makes it a little tricky? Speak up, Anna. All right. So hopefully you guys notice that something doesn't look right about this. That is $58. But remember, is that how I would write it? Is that how I would write it? How do I write a number, an amount of money, when it doesn't have a decimal point? Well, when it doesn't have a decimal point, it is just plain dollars. That is $58. Well, we've learned that the dollars have to go to the left of the decimal point. How many cents do I have in here? None. So this is how I would write that problem. This is how I would write that problem. Those of you that think you're so good mentally, can you do that one in your head? Ooh. Can you do that one mentally? A little bit harder, plus it's got some zeros. All right, give your partner an answer if you think you can do it. 0 take away 0 is 0. 0 take away 6, remember I can't do that. Seven take away 2 is 5. 4540. Did you get that? Who remembers how to check our subtraction work? If this was a real important question on a test or a bonus question, how would I check my work? Remember, I check my work by adding 4540 plus 1260. I add my 2 bottom numbers, and I should get that number there. 0, 10, 8, no carry, $58. Check. I must have done that one right. Okay, talk with your partner if you have a question. Maybe do a couple more problems on your own. Here's what I would like you to do. I'd like you to do workbook pages 74 to 76. Now, you decide how many problems you need to do. I'm not going to require that you do all 3 pages. Some of you might want to do the 3rd page because it's got a little game or puzzle on it. The first page, 74, has some ways to do it mentally. It has some ways to do it mentally. So if you don't want to try to do it mentally, you can even skip number 1. I want you to do enough problems on these pages where you say, yeah, I get it. I get it. So, but at least try some. Don't say I get it yet. Do some to prove it. Then I want you to check your answers for those pages, okay? And the homework for tomorrow is sheet 9-4. And then I also will give you on the lesson in Google Classroom the answers for last Thursday's homework. Last Thursday's homework, okay? So check all that stuff. And tomorrow we will do subtraction with word problems and bar models. See you then.